My manager came to me and they said, do you want to fight June 20th, it's Friday? And I said, that's a little odd, you know, Friday, it's not a UFC fight, you know, what's the deal? He said, it's a fight for the troops. So they said, you're going to fight for the troops? I said, no problem, 100%.
On February 15th, 2012, Sean Loeffler was set to make his UFC debut during Fuel TV's first ever UFC event.
I felt great, I was relaxed, I was ready to go. We had our last blow, our just 30 seconds of work before we walk into the cage. And in the first 5 seconds of that 30 seconds of work, I did one tuck jump, my foot got caught, and ankle turned over, compound fracture. And next thing you know, I'm on the ground and there's people looking up over me and I'm just, you know, was a little bit in shock.
With the arrival of his youngest daughter and complications due to his ankle surgeries, Sean reluctantly decided to hang up his gloves after nearly 12 years of fighting, with the intention of focusing on his gym and training a new generation of fighters.
Now that I am managing all these fighters and owning my own business and having a family and raising my daughters and paying my house payment, I've got to let the responsibilities of game planning and training and making sure I'm doing my stuff and showing up on time to other people. Usually I was the one kind of ahead of that. And so do I feel like I'm prepared? I know I'm prepared because I got 7 people who are like, you're more ready to go than ever.
Now, 2 years after the accident, with a newfound inspiration and maturity, Sean has decided to return to the cage. 5,000
Marines on 29 Palms Base in the middle of the field that they're training for to go protect our country. And you want me to be the main event and you're going to fly Travis, a guy with 80 fights, who's a WC fighter and whatnot, out from Fargo, North Dakota. How can I say no to fighting for the troops?
One of the reasons why I kept him and really had confidence in teaching him is that he was willing to spend all his pennies to come train. He was serious about it. You know what I mean? Very serious. So, and that's what led to, you know, where he's at. I remember saying, you know, you don't need to sleep in your car. I go, you could stay in this back room for a while if you need to for a while. But if you ever make it to UFC or that stuff, you're going to pay me some money.
As a recent recipient of his black belt under legendary black belts Higan Machado and Bob Bass, Sean still considers himself a student of the art, writing meticulous notes after each training session.
He's progressing really well. He's working on footwork, power, a lot of movement in and out since he's fighting a tall guy. He's doing great.
You know, he put the work in over the years, and that's all I can give him credit for now. Everybody says the same thing about him, is that, you know, he's put the time in, and I've been teaching him Muay Thai on and off for 15 years, so he's come a long way.
Today, in order to rejuvenate from the rigors of his training camp, Sean takes some much-needed family time.
Probably not a mother's dream when you have this little angelic baby that you ever think that he would be growing up to be a fighter. But I must say, he's never been conventional. He's always been energetic, and I commend him and congratulate him for finding something that he's really good at and that fits for him and he's proud of, and I'm very proud of him for that. Before his upcoming bout, I would say, you know what to do. Be strong, be confident, and me silently, I say a lot of prayers, and I say them for victory for him and to take care of his opponent as well.
As Sean's strength and conditioning coach should prepare for his upcoming fight is making sure that we have a good balance of both strength and conditioning, which requires both resistance training and cardiovascular training. This involves from strongman lifting to functional movement as well as sport-specific exercise.
When people ask what's going to happen in this fight, here's what's going to happen. Travis is going to come in hot. He's going to come hard, and he's a fighter. He's had 80 fights. He's not scared to fight me.
When it comes to fighting, I'm not scared. Fighting is a natural thing. It's extremely important for me to put this show on for the Marines. My brother's a Marine.
I mean, he's a fighter's fighter. He's a real fighter.
How would I like this fight to go? As exciting as possible. I love punching people in the face, hitting them, kicking them, kneeing them, elbowing them. That's more exciting.
He's an alpha male, and I'm an alpha male, and us two alpha males are going to butt heads. So I don't see a lot of takedown attempts happening. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be the most exciting fight of the night. It's the main event, and you're going to see somebody get slumped.